Hello everybody, Manual Man here again. I'm here making another video of one of my vehicles. Actually, not one of my vehicles, probably my most favorite vehicle of all. This thing has by far is my love. I tell you that right now. The reason why, it's a 1997 Toyota Tacoma. You know, it's a mini truck, and they don't make mini trucks anymore. And you know, this thing has, I bought this thing years ago, back in 1999, because I sold my Impala that I had and I needed something to work, and I only had one car, so basically sold my Impala, got this thing, and drove it around and realized that this thing was amazing. It was quick and fast, same thing. But, you know, I was able to beat my buddy that had a brand new, Toyota 6-cylinder Tacoma, and his was a manual or automatic transmission, mine's manual, and I was able to beat him every single time. Even though he had more motor, I still was able to outwind him and outbeat him in the freeway. And anyway, so I knew I could go faster than him in the 6, and he hated that. And his truck was at least 5 years newer than this, so it made me laugh, and I was like, you know what, this thing's badass. And I didn't realize it at the time what I really bought. But as later on down the line, you know, this thing has been able to get me in and out of trouble. Like I said, in and out of trouble, and it has never failed me. I mean, even though when it broke down or had some issues on the line or driving down the road, it was able still to limp me back home, and I never was stranded or stuck or anything of that. And this thing is probably by far one of the most reliable vehicles probably in existence. Now, I could be, you know, it could be debated, but like I said, a little Toyota truck in general, little 4-cylinder mini Toyota truck. I'm not just saying Tacoma, I'm saying the generation before the Tacomas too, little 4-cylinders. Those are bulletproof as well. And this thing has proven itself. That little 22 RE motor it's in there. This thing is probably the workhorse of workhorses. This thing basically is the most reliable motor. The most reliable motor that Toyota has probably made. Let me get out of the damn sun. But this thing is, you know, I mean, it has some miles. I got 212,000 on this thing. I have put it, you know, intakes on over time, and you know, it's dirty, but whatever. I mean, it's got, you know, it's got some use on it. But I keep this thing structurally sound. Suspension, everything is sound on it. There's headers on there I put on years ago, and they're still there. I mean, I got a leak or something there, I don't know, whatever, but who cares? The thing still runs like a champion. Yeah, it's got some all-terrains on there. It's had all-terrains for a long time, and you know, I got a Rancho suspension on here, and shocks, and you know, it is what it is, but it's still kind of like a little sleeper as well. But nonetheless, I've done a bunch of stuff to it over time when I was younger, and you know, back in the day, you know, I always wanted this thing to be louder, but I always wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get pulled over for having no exhaust. So, you know, back in the day, I put a exhaust delete on this thing, and it's I can do it and do it inside the cab. And I was one of the first people, like in my group, to even think about doing something like this. It was kind of funny because I just, you know, I used to had a little Honda that would just straight pipe it and then get pulled over and all this stuff. So I was sick and tired of getting tickets. So what I did is I have a little thingy in the cab. Now, this is the cab right here. Didn't mean to, but this cab is pretty okay. It's straight, you know. I mean, it's got wear on it. It's dirty. I mean, but it is, like I said, this is the most reliable vehicle. This is the workhorse that I've had. This thing has never let me down. And if you see right here, and right there, that is my little delete system. It's a cable, and it opens a flap so I can open it up. So basically, I'll start the car and see what you guys hear. I mean, this thing's awesome because I've had cops scratch their heads. This is back in the day. They would never think that this thing would sound like this. So start it. Just a normal shitty, crappy exhaust I put in the back, as quiet as I can get. And you know, this thing fires right up. Battery's a little dead. This battery is, I've been nursing this battery, so if it sounded like it was having a tough time starting, that's the reason why. But here, I'll let me do, you can hear that. Now what I'll do is I'll put you guys down here just for 1 second and pull the lever. Hold on, I know you're in a bad position. Take the lever. I have to pull with a pair of pliers. It's really tough. Now that you can see that the thing's pulled out right there, and you give it a gas, and now you're straight piped all the way out. And I've had that since 2001. I put that in, and it's been in this truck ever since. I put numerous exhausts out the back, different types of exhaust, but I mean, that when you hear this thing coming down the street, it's pretty badass. And then you can hear it. Now it's quiet. So now it's cop compliant. That's one of the things I love about this thing that I did years ago. I just, you know, me, I can't help myself. I need my shit to be loud. Everything I have has got to be loud. But that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna one more recap on probably one of the greatest vehicles that has ever been created as being reliable. And I got a couple of rust issues and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, this thing, man, it never gives up. It never gives up, and it's still got plenty of power for 212,000 on it. And yeah. So anyway, this is Manual Man. I just want to do a little video of my little '97 Tacoma, the greatest vehicle I've ever owned. And you know, that could be debatable with other people, but like I said, man, this thing is man, I mean, one more thing. This truck right here by far is the most that I've ever gotten offers for. I'll go into a store and I'll go back and there'll be a little note on my vehicle saying, hey, I want to buy your vehicle. That's happened numerous times. Even here at my house, I'd be sitting outside, people drive back and forth, and I'm going, what the hell is this guy doing? Scope my house out? And then the first thing he asked me, hey, is that little Toyota Tacoma for sale? I'm all, nope, of all the cars, that was not for sale. And just recently, about a week ago, I had some guy nosing around, and I was like, hey, what the hell? And he goes, is the Tacoma for sale? I go, no, man, that was again. So, like I said, this thing right here by far has given me the most offers. And you would think, you know, it's just a regular Toyota truck, but not really. They don't make mini trucks anymore. And this thing is a solid Toyota. It has been in a little fender bender before on the freeway, but someone hit me from behind and it pushed me into someone and crushed my front end a little bit. But it was no structural damage, just a new bumper, new grille, and a new radiator, and that's all it was. No big deal, you know. That was cakewalk to do that. Insurance paid for it. Their insurance paid for it. But other than that, though, man, this thing has never, ever, ever, ever let me down. So, again, Manual Man signing out. Hope you enjoyed this little video of my little '97 Toyota Tacoma. And leave a comment or subscribe. It doesn't really matter to me, like I said before in other videos. I'm out.